One step forward and one step back in the race to vaccinate. The first one-shot vaccine hoping for emergency approval in the U.S. Every shot is critical, and while we wait, police are searching for a thief who drove away from a Bay Area vaccination site with more than 100 life-saving doses.
Super Bowl weekend almost here. The excitement in downtown is building. Tampa showing off its hosting talents, and the commissioner is taking notice.
I think the people here at Tampa should be very proud of the work that they've done.
And he says it could help us land the big game again in the future.
It's kind of scary how easy it is to just run your credit card for $21,000.
Plus, how much would you spend to see the Bucs in the big game? This diehard fan says this year's big price tag didn't keep him away from the dream of a lifetime.
Another beautiful night here along the Tampa Riverwalk as the Super Bowl experience is here and live and getting ready for game day. We got less than 72 hours until Sunday. Thanks so much for joining us on this special live edition of Nightside. I am Ryan Bass.
And I'm Carolina Lead. You can just feel the energy down here. Pick up just a little bit tonight. We will run you through the fun, how some in our community are finding creative ways to cash in, and more coming up. But we want to start tonight with a new big step in the nation's race to vaccinate. Johnson & Johnson is asking the FDA for emergency authorization for their single-dose vaccine. If it's approved, the drug would really speed up vaccination efforts. Johnson & Johnson's trial showed the shot is both safe and effective in preventing moderate to severe cases. Those results will now go to independent scientists to review and give a recommendation on approval.
If it's cleared, it'll join Pfizer and Moderna on the market. Though there are a couple key differences between these vaccines. The big one is what you just mentioned, Carolina. Johnson & Johnson is just one shot and is much easier to store, but the effectiveness is slightly less. J&J showing 66% against moderate cases and 85% against the most severe. The others clocking around 95%, but experts say that's still enough to protect most people.
But as we mentioned, this vaccine is still likely at least a few weeks away from emergency use. So for now, we only have Moderna and Pfizer, and doses really aren't easy to come by. Tonight, Plant City police are on the hunt for a stolen van with more than 100 vaccines in it. 10 Tampa Bay's Emerald Morrow takes a look at the strain this puts on our community and asks how this could happen.
This goes to the heart of bad human behavior.
$10,000 worth of COVID-19 vaccines gone. Plant City police say this person could be responsible for hopping in a running car at the Strawberry Festival grounds vaccination site Wednesday around 4 o'clock and dashing off. The car had 30 vaccine vials, which equals anywhere between 150 and 180 doses.
Whoever stole this, they've taken away protection from all of us.
The county says a worker for CDR McGuire was delivering the vials from the health department to Plant City. The driver was in an unmarked car and hopped out to ask a guard about getting ahead in a line at the gate. That's when police say the thief got in and drove off.
Whoever was responsible for arranging for the transfer at the company was not protecting the interests of the community.
We reached out to the county and CDR Health about stricter security.
Hi, this is Emerald Morrow.
We did not get solid answers on that, but CDR said in a statement that replacements are coming and everyone with an appointment will get their shot. The company also said it had no reason to believe the thief knew the vaccines were in the car.
It creates a black market for not only stolen real vaccines, but for fake vaccines.
A dangerous situation for us all.
They're stealing and they're hurting people who are here to protect us. And that's just not shameful. It's outright evil.
So police say the car that they are looking for with those doses in it is a 2018 gray Hyundai Accent. It has Florida plate and the number is NPJJ58. There is a $5,000 reward for information in this. Now, it is important to note these vaccines are not the first in the state to go to waste. Let's take a deeper dive into those numbers. As of Tuesday night, the state said 3,523 doses had gone to waste. That could be for a lot of reasons. They were lost, stolen, the vials broken, etc. But that's not a large chunk of the total vaccines that we have received. As of midnight Wednesday, Florida had gotten 2.3 million doses. So that shakes out to about 0.1% of the total doses.
Every dose, though, is going to matter as we continue trying to curb back the rising number of deaths that we're seeing in our state due to COVID-19. Today, the Department of Health reporting 228 more Floridians have lost their lives to this virus. Our average, which looked like it had been leveling off, is ticking back up again. Hospitalizations, though, are sliding, so that's certainly good, but deaths are not. Cases, though, today the state reported 7,711. That, again, below our average as we now fall to the 10,000 mark and sliding. Our testing, though, that hasn't been really as great. Today, 8.76%. We're seeing less tests, though. But good news is this number is falling as well. Some positive signs there, but definitely work we still have to do, guys. That vaccine's certainly a huge piece in making sure we keep heading in the right direction. If you're looking for the details on how to get one in your area, remember, we've got you covered. Just text the word vaccine to the number right there on your screen, and we will text you back with a county-by-county breakdown.
The pandemic, of course, limiting capacity for the festivities around Super Bowl 55. Smaller crowds required for both the game and events throughout downtown leading up to this game. Now, nowhere possibly more limited this week than Julian B. Lane with all of the special attractions, including the Lombardi Trophy. Tonight, another good crowd out there, but it was also the last night to get in without a ticket. With more fans coming into town, the NFL restricting access to ensure it doesn't get overcrowded this weekend. And of course, you can take in all of the other areas without passes, including a visit to us right here in Tech Village along the Riverwalk.
Yeah, come see us at Tech Village tomorrow. All these events and activities, by the way, they're free and they are COVID safe. So masks are required and they're watching capacity through the OnePass app. No easy task, obviously, with this amount of people that are in town that the Super Bowl attracts. But NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell has actually been really impressed with how our city has pulled this all off.
Yeah, not just this week, but in the push to host this game with all of the extra challenges. Today, he said that could put us in a favorable spot to host again in the future.
They really, to this point, have just really gone above and beyond, and they deserve our praise and thanks, and I think the people here in Tampa should be very proud of the work that they've done. They never wavered about moving forward with this game, and they've never looked forward and said, you know, we want to have a game in return. Those are the kind of people who make this world special, and I think the NFL will recognize that going forward.
We have a lot of special people here in the city of Tampa. Even during these tough circumstances, our city, our communities are putting their best foot forward. You can see it on both sides of the bay and everywhere, really all over Tampa Bay.
Yeah, maybe nowhere more so than the hub for all of this, right along the Riverwalk. The NFL's event shining brightest out here, no doubt, but many people are finding ways to come out and add to it themselves. 10 Tampa Bay's Madison Allworth caught up with some Tampa entrepreneurs helping hungry families catch a break.
Lemonade, lemonade, come and get your lemonade. You know, it's so much money out here right now. It's the Super Bowl, and we can get our own money. We can get rich doing our own thing.
The footprint of the Super Bowl experiences reach well beyond the event itself. There is miles of parking and lots of foot traffic, opening up the door for local entrepreneurs to cash in.
So I had thought about it. I can come out here and to make me some money selling lemonade and fruit cup.
Lakeisha lost her job at the airport in early 2020, but she says it was a blessing in disguise.
I do 12-hour shift. I never, I couldn't really think and see what I want to do in life, So since I've been home, I want to make money.
And she was not alone in her entrepreneurial pursuits.
Prices are reasonable. Well, from the people that's coming out, they're saying that we're doing a good job and our prices are reasonable compared to what they're going in there and paying.
Henry's barbecue setup is also down the street from Julian B. Lane Park.
And we love our Bucks, so we're just doing all this here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Tampa community. Okay, there's them Kansas City fans.
But Henry actually loves all the visitors, including Chiefs fans. He just wants to give families an affordable option during a tough year.
Everybody don't have the money to pay that price. So we're trying to make sure everybody's happy in Tampa Bay right now.
Sharing delicious barbecue and positive energy for a historic Super Bowl.
And I'm showing the people from out of town that we have a lot of love in Tampa and we have unity. And we try to be a sunshine state in Tampa.
So both plan to keep their stands open through Saturday night, and come Sunday, Henry says he will be watching Tom Brady and the Bucks hopefully win the Super Bowl.
It's sunk into a degree, but I think once Sunday hits and I see the real atmosphere of everything, it's going to become that much more real.
A few $1,000 later, this Bucks superfan is headed to Ray J. Well, he says he decided to pay the big price. And we know that fan's going to be inside for the big game, but is rain going to be there as well? We're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins when we come back with your Super Bowl forecast. We're live from the Riverwalk when we return.